Welcome to Everyday Cooking with Ann. I hope you've been enjoying our videos and I'm ready to make more. So today we are going to do a separate segment on how to make beautiful chocolate tarts. I make these homemade tart shells. They are flaky, light, crispy. They are just wonderful, better than anything you could buy in a store. So I already have a prior video that goes with this video to show you how to make these. And today we're going to make a very rich chocolate filling that goes inside with a whipped cream topping. I've been doing weddings for years, and these are some of my top dessert buffet items. I make a cherry tart, which I've also done a video on, a lemon tart, and this is a chocolate tart. So these are the kind of three things that everybody loves the most when I serve. I love to serve this because I love pie. And if you've seen any of my pie videos, you know that I'm passionate about pie. So this is a way for you to serve a pie in an individual serving. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you the ingredients in the pie or the tarts, however you want to look. I have up to 7 eggs. There are going to be 5 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. I have sugar. I have cornstarch. That's going to be the thickener. We're going to have vanilla. And I'm using baker's chocolate. That's a semi-sweet chocolate. You need 6 ounces of that. So I've broken them up already into 6 pieces. Those are the 6 1 ounces. We're using whole milk and heavy whipping cream in the recipe. So it is very rich. You may even want to slice it in half to share with someone if it's too rich for you. But it is a very rich, delicious chocolate treat. It's not something you're going to eat every day. But it is a very special dessert. Okay, so I want to get started right now, and what we're going to do is go ahead and put in our saucepan, we're going to put the sugar and the cornstarch. That's 5 tablespoons of cornstarch, by the way. Okay, and that's going to have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now what I'm going to put in is 1½ cups of heavy cream. And 1 cup of milk. I'm going to turn the stove on to medium heat, and this is where we want to medium to maybe medium high, but no hotter than that. Now this is where we're actually starting to make the custard part of your pie, okay? We haven't added the eggs yet, that'll come later, but meanwhile this might take 10 to 12 minutes to completely get ready to add the eggs. So you're going to just cook this on medium to medium high. We'll be adding the chocolate later, as well as the egg yolk. I've only been stirring this for maybe less than 5 minutes, and you can see how it's already thickening up. You do have to stir it constantly because you don't want this to scorch. So I'm going to turn this off for just a little bit right here and show you what our next step is. I've already cracked the eggs, and I have the 2 whole eggs and the 5 egg yolks in my bowl, and I'm just going to whisk this together. And when you're making a custard, you just can't pour these eggs into your filling or they'll start curdling, and that's not a good thing. So we whip the eggs, and now the next step is I'm going to take about 1/4 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup of filling, and I'm going to add this to very slowly. It's very hot. I'm going to add this to my egg yolks and get it so that it warms the eggs a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to add this in a little bit at a time. Okay, and now I'm going to transfer these eggs to the saucepan. And I'm going to add, okay, I'm going to put this back on medium heat. Incorporate the eggs, the rest of the eggs into the custard filling. And now I'm also going to add all of the chocolate. So I'm going to break these up. That's why they have them in smaller. They will melt quickly. Now I'm going to keep this, and you have to stir this constantly too. And I'm going to be stirring this until maybe 3 to 6 minutes. We'll see how long it takes to get the consistency we want, and I'll let you know what that is. But all of the chocolate needs to melt in here first. So that is 6 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. Just putting in my chocolate and my eggs. I've been stirring this for 5 to 6 minutes till it's very creamy. You want to make sure that it does not boil. So I'm going to be turning it off now. I've left this between medium and medium-low to make sure the eggs are completely cooked, and I don't want to boil it, so I'm going to turn it off now. I'm going to add, the recipe calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, but I'm going to add an extra teaspoon because that's what I do. I love vanilla, and it'll just make it more flavorful. I also like to add just a little bit of butter. I do this to all of my custard recipes. So we're going to stir it again. Now I have a recipe in my book that has this recipe. It's called chocolate banana cream. That's an amazing recipe too. And if you do that, you don't want to add your hot filling on bananas when you do that recipe. So it's okay to add hot filling into the crust that I'm going to do right now. So here are 3 of my tart shells right here, and I'm going to go ahead and add some chocolate filling in each one. Now you don't want to put them too high because we're going to have, I think that's about right, because we're going to put whipped cream on top of this. Some saran wrap on top because you don't want it to leave a skin on it, and then while it's cooling, you can just let it cool at room temperature for a while. Okay, we want to put that on top because we don't want it to have a little skin on the top. Then you want to refrigerate thoroughly before you serve, and I'm going to show you a little bit later how it looks with the whipped cream on top all ready to serve. I'll decorate, and so I've had saran wrap on them and make sure that they are nice and smooth when I'm ready to decorate. So I remove this, and I'm just going to show you how I decorate a few of these so you can see how you can do it different ways. I like to put so this is my little tool. You just have to push this right here, and it comes right down and makes a cute little design. I like to go right around the edge like this so you can see the chocolate in the middle. So you know what kind of tart you're eating. If you like my videos and like the things that I'm teaching you and showing you how to make, I would really appreciate it if you would go to my channel, Everyday Cooking with Ann, subscribe and like and share and comment if you want me to continue making these videos. I need you to help me do this. Thank you so much for your support. I love you guys. This is my passion. This is what I love doing, so I hope it's helping you have a lot of fun in the kitchen like I have.